Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a really exciting video, and that is because my Funko Drop digital NFT pops have arrived for the Stranger Things series. So we have a bunch of them to go ahead and open up, and let's go ahead and go through it together. So before we go ahead and open up the pops, I wanted to go through the different counts for the different pieces. And that is because if you know how the NFT program works with Drop and Funko, what happens is that they have a certain allotment, but then it's based on how many people actually pulled that NFT and then how many people redeemed it. I have seen people in the past accidentally forget to redeem pops, and it's really devastating. So that also fluctuates the numbers as well. This was a great Drop Funko series. I love the Stranger Things collection. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them as we open them up, but this line was actually based on Dungeons and Dragons. So you're going to see a lot of the characters in more of a knight slash battle armor because they're based on the Dungeons and Dragons game, but even further, these pops actually directly correlate to a Dungeons and Dragons Stranger Things comic. So we're going to take a look at the piece counts because it's really interesting. I thought these pops were awesome. And Drop tells us the redemption counts. So this was a great series. For the Freddy Funko as Eddie Munson, which was the royalty, this was a 3,600 piece count. And out of that, only 2,122 were redeemed. For the Will the Wise Legendary, out of 3,000, 2,362 were redeemed. For the Lucas Legendary, out of 3,000, 2,318 were redeemed. For the Dustin Legendary, out of 3,000, 2,314 were redeemed. For the Mike Legendary, out of 3,000, 2,302 were redeemed. And finally, for the Grail, which is the most rare one, this was the dragon, and out of 1,106, only 878 were redeemed. Most of these counts, 3,600 and 3,000, are pretty even. However, you might be wondering why the Dragon Grail is only 1,106 pieces. Now, of course, we know 878 were redeemed. However, that was the initial piece count that could potentially be redeemed. So you might be wondering why that is. And that's because 11/6, so 1106, is actually Stranger Things Day. This is the day in the show that Will Byers went missing in the first season. So a really cool ode to the Stranger Things fandom. I love the show personally. I can't wait to see what the next season is going to bring, and I think it is just such an incredible show. So now that we know the piece counts, let's go ahead and take a look at what I redeemed. So I actually have 5 pops to open up here. I took the sorters out of the shipping boxes because I actually got each one in a separate shipping box. So to save the trouble of opening up the boxes and a little bit of time, I figured let me just take the sorters out. However, I've not looked at them yet. So I'm going to pick them in random order and we're going to go through them. And let's go ahead and see what is here. I am super excited. First pop is Lucas. Awesome. So, oh my gosh, these are awesome. Another thing too that I really love is not only the Stranger Things logo, the red looks so good with this black color on the box, but I love that they're putting the piece count labels to match whatever series it is. So here is Lucas. You can see here he's got his armor, and I love once again the piece count stickers, and I think that the Stranger Things logo just looks so good. The NFT pop boxes are great. I love the darker colors. It makes them look a lot more expensive, and they're matte as well. So it gives a really cool finish to the boxes as well. Here is the NFT that you would have had to pull. This was a legendary, so you could only get this through the packs or of course through trading or purchasing the NFT. And here is the side of the box, and here's the other side. Here is also the bottom of the box in case you are interested. And overall, he's awesome. I love that they did all the different characters, the main group. Of course, we didn't get 11 or some of the other characters in this series, but again, this going back to the Dungeons and Dragons comic issue, I think is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and open up our next pop. I'm excited to see what this one is. And again, these each came in an individual box and an individual sorter. So they came in pretty good. I'm hoping that the pops don't have any damage on them. The boxes were safe, so nothing was damaged in shipping. And 3, 2, 1. It's Mike! Oh my gosh. I love this pop so much. So one thing I already noticed in terms of condition, and I see this on pretty much just about all the NFT pops that I have, there's always these markings here at the top that looks like they were scratched. And this one also has some damage on the back. Again, you can kind of see it here, but the shipping boxes were in perfect condition, so it's definitely not shipping damage. It was before they were sent. So with these boxes, I tend to get a lot of scratches on them, which is pretty interesting. It's kind of unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. And it looks like there is some damage down here as well. It's a great pop. Definitely wish that that didn't happen, but it is what it is. I think Mike might be my favorite. Well, no, I take that back because there's another one coming that we're going to open up. But again, he's in his armor here. He's got his sword. He's all dressed up. I love that they did his freckles. I think they came out so perfect on this pop. And here's the side of the box. Here is the NFT that you would have had to pull from the packs. Here's Mike on that side. And here's the top of the box as well. It's pretty standard, but of course the box is a different color. It's a different texture. But overall, I love him. I think he came out perfect, and I love his armor. So we've got 2 pops down. I'm going to put them back here so we can look at them as we open up our next ones. And let's go ahead and move on to number 3 out of 5. So I'm going to go ahead and open this pop up here. I'm being really careful because, again, I think that these NFT boxes in general are just a little bit more fragile. But I am going to go ahead and pop out the tabs really carefully. When I say pop out the tabs, they kind of come like this, and then you have to just open them. But they tend to get stuck a lot. So you have to be really, really careful opening these up. And let me know also if you guys went for this drop and if you pulled anything. Did you grab any pops? Did they arrive yet to you? This was a super exciting drop, and I really am looking forward to seeing if they do another Stranger Things release. And I would be interested to see what they would do for another Freddy. This Freddy in the series was Freddy as Eddie, or Freddy as Eddie Munson, and he was wearing his Hellfire Club t-shirt, which I thought was a really cool touch. All right, this is pop 3 out of 5, and it is, oh my gosh, okay, this is my favorite. It is Will the Wise. So taking him out of the sorter here, he looks in pretty good condition from a first glance. Again, you can see all of these kind of scratches on the top there and markings. It's kind of strange. I don't exactly know if that's during, you know, their manufacturing, but it pretty much happens to every pop that I have. You can see the little blue swirl on his hand and his scepter, which has a red stone at the top. I think this is my favorite out of the 4 boys. I love it. Again, this was a legendary, so you could pull this pop from the card packs, NFT packs, but I like to refer to them as cards. But it just looks awesome. You can see here, there's some more kind of like scratches slash markings over here. So again, this one is probably better than the last one, but there's still some stuff here and there. But overall, I love this pop. I think it's great. I love the detail on it, and I think they really did such a good job with this one. Okay guys, let me know also in the comments if you watch Stranger Things, if you're excited for the next season, and who your favorite character is. My favorite character has always been Billy. I absolutely have loved him, and I think he's played such an amazing role in the show. I also love him as an actor. He's awesome, and I actually have a really cool Stranger Things pop, which is the Flayed Billy pop, which I think has such awesome detail, and it's one of my very favorites from the entire Stranger Things line. So now we're going to go ahead and open up pop 4 out of 5. We have 3 down. I'm just going to go ahead and open up the tabs here. And pop 4 out of 5 is, hold on, I don't want to drop him, another Lucas! Yay! So I actually, funny enough, pulled 2 Lucases from the card packs, which was great. I think he's awesome, and I love his gear that he has on. I think it's just a great pop. So, you know, of course, I was not sad that I pulled the second one. I think he is just awesome, and I love this pop. I love all of them. They really did such an amazing job. I love the piece count stickers, and the contrast between the red and the black is so great. This one also, again, has those same scratches. I don't know if you can necessarily see them. You can see something up here too. So these boxes, I guess, just scratch really easily, but the shipping boxes were perfect. So it's definitely before they were shipped. And you can kind of see like this here. So again, it kind of is what it is. I think the pops are great though, and I love Stranger Things, so another awesome addition to my collection. All right, let's get into our fifth and final pop, which I think you guys are also gonna like. I am very excited because this is probably my favorite from the whole collection. I did not get the Dragon Grail. I really went for it. I bought a ton of packs on this drop and I was really lucky. And I did not get Freddy as Eddie, of course, because the royalty was really hard to complete. So my fifth and final pop is another Will the Wise. Again, what an awesome, awesome pop. I just love the detail on him. And I love the stars and everything on his wizard costume. So an awesome fifth pop to end on. Again, the box looks the same as the previous one. Love the NFT here. And overall, I think they killed it on the Stranger Things line. What a really specific and just awesome tribute to the show and to Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's really cool. Again, I'm seeing it's over here. You can kind of see it in the light there, but more scratches on the box. Again, this looks like it's become a trend. I'm sure I'm not the only one, and I'm very lucky that the condition isn't worse. There's a dent over here, and everything else looks pretty good. You know, some more scratches here and there. The shipping boxes were perfect, so I would say it's 100% before it was shipped. But overall, love the pops and love this collection. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of my awesome Funko drop physical pop redemptions from Stranger Things Series 1. I have been waiting so long for these to come in, and I was shocked to see that I had 5 individual boxes when they showed up. How much fun to unbox them together, and let me know which one was your favorite from the collection. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye guys.